Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's me Vito and welcome back to Factorio. We are gonna play this game through and hopefully make some pretty dank shizzle. I'm hoping to get my grips of the game. Head on over to my channel if you want to check out what I did in the tutorial. We had a blast of a time, a real hurrah hurrah, and now I'm pretty much at the same level I was always at, kind of unsure about everything to do with the game, apart from the very basics. I started to get my grips on a few things, but we are going to go ahead and make a new game. That's right, I am going to keep everything at normal. What I have done, in the brief hiatus from this game of a couple of days, is I've watched a few videos, just talking about basics, you know, and just a few videos of what people did at the beginning. I'm going to make this very big, is one thing that I am going to do. Simply because if you make a smaller map, then it's more likely that everything's closer together, monsters included, and so it's just a bit easier. But I am not going to tick peaceful mode. I feel like peaceful mode often takes the fun out of some games, and it takes a big game mechanic out of a lot of it. We have a lot of overlays right now going on. What is this? Tips and tricks. The furnace can smelt stone bricks. Okay, yes, it always shows a tip and trick at the very beginning. I need those because I don't really know how to do it. Two sides of belts? Yeah, okay, sure. This is the Factorio free play. Your task is to launch a rocket to explore space. Do this by constructing a rocket silo and launching a rocket with a satellite. You will need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo. Start small, work your way up with automation, and don't forget to protect yourself from the natives. Here we are, we've just burst from the shoreline. Evolved legs, moving on land, and this is our world. This is where we started. We've got a dense forest, we've got this big lake, the Vittorio Sea, right here. This is the future site of the monolith of a factory which we shall create. Factorio Vittorio. Is that the stupidest name you've ever heard? Good. Brilliant. I'm glad. I'm glad that I have the capacity to think of utterly terrible names like that. Something I did learn is that the starting area, although it usually seems to have like what you need in a close vicinity, isn't all that important. You can explore quite a bit, I believe, and start anywhere you want. For example, I can't see any coal near here, so I can see a lot of coal on the coastline of this tiny little lake. And here we've got some iron as well. Copper over there, and where's the stone? I believe I just saw, oh, there's some stone over there, but we may need something. Oh no, right here. Look at this, little deposits of stone ore, and this little barren area could be a very viable location for Factorio Vittorio. And so I'm just going to get started. How did you even start this game? I'm going to begin by getting some iron ore. So you can go ahead, put you there. I'm going to go mine myself some coal. And for those of you that don't know Factorio, it's a game about factories, obviously. It's a game about automation as well. What am I doing? I don't have a pick. I should build a pick. There we go, an iron axe is what I mean. So the game may begin with manual labor, tedious tasks like this, like mining coal and hacking the earth for stone or copper or, you know, what have you. But eventually, and it happens quite rapidly, you realize that this game isn't about that at all. It's not about that kind of, you know, it happens in a few games like Don't Starve, Minecraft, stuff like that. And you soon realize that this is a game about getting machines to do it all for you. And so that's exactly what I'm doing now. And I'm gonna get some stone as well. So each of these small deposits, it's similar to each of these small deposits, they don't deplete quickly. especially if I'm just hacking them like this. It says on the side, stone, mining hardness 0.4, the mining time is 2 seconds to mine 1 bit of stone, and the amount is 289, is what it's up to there, 289. And so, we can just make 2 more stone furnaces. What we need to make these is iron gears, so we can grab the iron plates from the furnaces, we can go over here, and where were we? Here. And something I learned is that you actually don't need to build each step. If your result is to build a burning mining drill, if that's what you want, then it'll build all the intermediary items, like the sub-items, I guess you could call them, using your raw items. So at the bottom there it says total raw. It'll take 4 seconds in total to build every item that's involved, 5 stone ore, and 9 iron plates. So we're going to go ahead and build 1 more of those, because that's exactly what we want. And I might put this one on the coal, because we're going to need a lot of coal. The coal I just mined with my bare hands is going to be nowhere near sufficient. One idea, and something that's pretty common to do is a little trick which I learnt in the business of, let me get some more stone out of this poor little rock, is to actually have 2 burner mining drills facing each other if you're going to be mining coal. That's right. If a burner mining drill, you can see the little arrow, that means that's where it's going to deposit. It's where it's going to output whatever it's mining. So it's outputting the iron ore into the furnace right now. Something else I learned, you can control click a storage item like this, or even this one, and you'll receive whatever has been produced from that storage item, or what is ever inside it. What is ever inside it? I don't even know. But so with these burner mining drills, when it comes to coal, you can actually put 2 of them like so. I'm going to put 1 right about there, 1 right about there, and all I need is I will just mine 1 little bit of coal, ta-da, and put 1 coal in there. Now, seeing as these can mine coal quicker than they consume it, burner mining drills, their mining speed is quicker than their consumption. And so they will use the 1 coal that I just given them to mine a bunch of coal ore. It's depositing it into this one, and then this one is also mining coal and depositing it back into this one. They're both keeping each other replenished, and I can just grab that. Every now and then I can just go over and just grab coal straight from these guys, and they're self-replenishing. Here's the coal in my inventory. And so that's a great little handy little trick, which I learnt in the business, but this thing is not going to last forever, and neither is this, so let's do that. Now, something that we're going to need to do is, obviously, we're going to need to build a lot more of these guys. We're going to need to build a lot more of furnaces as well, because that's going to last a while. But eventually, we want to make it electronic. So I'm thinking right above Lake Vittorio, we can, right here or something, I'm not quite sure. Layouts and, you know, when it comes to efficiency, not totally sure. I do like aesthetics. I do want to make something that looks nice. But when it comes down to it, I really don't have enough experience in order to make an incredibly efficient system. But I definitely do have enough experience to make an incredibly beautiful system. I don't have the experience to make an incredibly beautiful system either. I really don't have much experience whatsoever. All I know is that I want to rip the resources from this land, and build a rocket. That's my overall objective, is to launch a rocket right here, right off the top of Lake Vittorio, right here or down here or something. We got huge copper deposits over here. Also, you may have noticed these little bad boys, oil slicks, crude oil. It's a bit different to these things. See, it says the amount on this, 532 on the iron ore. These have percentages. So the yield is 142%. The yield of this one is 155%. I don't think crude oil actually ever reaches 0. I think it's just how much it's going to give you in a certain time, and once it goes down, it's going to be giving you less over more time, until you got nothing left. What am I doing without wood? I need some wood, of course. We need to destroy every single thing we see, really. Factorio Vittorio is going to be, it's going to be beautiful, really. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. Can I? No. Okay, I need to be. See that red, yellow. Yay. So I'm just going to have to keep running back and forth in between these guys. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. We're getting quite a good stockpile of resources here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to... What have we got? What have we got? Intermediate products, yeah, sure. Machinery, weaponry. We don't really need anything to do with that. But what we will need... Transport belts, yeah, sure. Burn inserters, pipes. What we need to do is we need to make some steam engines and some boilers. Make some electricity, because we have electric mining drills, which are going to need copper, so maybe I should start sorting some copper out right now. Oops, let's put that in there. Let's give you some as well. And you can go there, and I don't have any stone, so let's quickly go back over here and mine some of this bad boy. So, we didn't actually touch on making electricity in the very first video where I just had a look at this game, and so that's what we're going to do here, and it's going to be incredible. It's going to be very exciting, very exciting indeed. Let's build a stone furnace. Let's put the stone furnace right about there. Of course, the game also runs off, you know, hotkeys, so like your number pad controls your quick bar down there. There are a bunch of other hotkeys which I don't know, but I may figure it out eventually. And so our objective now is we are going to build an offshore pump. What do we need for that? Electronic circuits. So I am glad that I got copper going now, because we can build one of those guys. Yeah, right here should be good. Not totally sure. Those of you that are veterans of the game are probably incredibly disappointed with whatever I'm doing right now. That's not working. Right, it needs to go right onto the brim there. So, was that the worst decision you've ever seen? Was that the worst placement of an offshore pump? I don't know, and I don't care. What I do know is that water gets heated up in boilers, it gets deposited into steam engines, and depending on the heat, depending on the temperature of the water, the steam engine will be able to work at an efficient or not efficient rate. So let's just go over here, get some more coal while we're at it. Thank you, thank you. There we go. We've got a bunch of coal, got a bunch of iron plates, a few copper plates. Nothing too impressive, but what we do need to build is we need to build some boilers. So, total raw, 5 stone, 1 iron plate. I was kind of putting off making an actual stone mine right now, but we can do it. We can do it. It'll be all right. Let's just build one of these guys right there. Let's build a chest for that guy. Let's give him some coal, and let's put the chest right about there. And he's going to be giving us stone perpetually, and he's never going to give up so long as we keep him fueled. Just the same as these guys. Let's give him a lot more fuel. Let's give him a lot more fuel, and let's give him some more, and him some more. There we go, and we're getting stone perpetually. There we go, plus 6 stone. How easy was that? We are moving up in the world. Boilers and steam engines. That's the key. But these are very stone heavy. You need a lot of stone to make a boiler. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna go ahead and do it. So what you can do is you can just line up. You can just line up boilers. They'll keep heating the water up. Obviously, it can only get to a certain. I believe 100 is the max temperature that it can get to, which makes sense. And so you can line up all these boilers, and then you can line up all these steam engines, but throughout the steam engines, the water will start cooling off if you've got a bunch of steam engines, because they're not actually heating it up as they go. They're turning it into steam, obviously, and that's creating the power. They're like running pistons there, running off steam. And so the water will cool down. If you've got like 50 steam engines in a row, the last one will be getting very cold water, won't be able to do anything with it. So we don't want that to happen, do we? No, we don't. How come I can't make anything? Ah, it's because I already made some. And these require fuel. That's right. That is something that I didn't think about. That is something that I did not think about. And that is fine. That is not an issue. Shall I just keep them going by myself? Should I just put some coal in there? Let's just give each of them a bit of coal. Wait, why am I... No, you're not actually doing anything right now. Give me your coal. Give me your coal. You're not actually doing anything right now. Stop thinking you're important. Yeah, 10 steam engines. Sounds like a great idea. Okay, I'll, see you in 3 years, I guess. Jeez, what have I done? What have I done? I've made 10 steam engines and it's just gonna... 50 pipes! Oh man, there's a lot of pipes in one steam engine. But is no worry. Is no worry, we have time and we have a beautiful system which is running right now, and the potentialities... It's exciting. There we go. Coal cannot be smelted. I know that. I just screwed up temporarily. Put the coal in the output area. More boilers? Yeah, more boilers. Right click does 5, I believe, which is probably what I should have done for the steam engines. I don't know why I want 10. I don't know how many boilers I need to maintain 10. To maintain 10 at like maximum efficiency. Let's just put these guys down. Wait, I thought I took out your coal. Oh, I've still got a bit of coal left over from when I first put it in. 10 steam engines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just do this. We don't need like that much, do we? Let's just do 3. Will that be alright? Will that be alright? I'm just doing like double boilers to, you know, the 2 to 1 ratio, boilers to steam engines. That sounds like a great idea, and they're not gonna do anything. Like, even though these are actually heating up the water, and these are getting water by the looks of it, they're not gonna do anything until they actually need to do anything. They're not gonna do anything until there's some something that requires power. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna need a lot of these guys. We're also gonna need a lot of these guys. Let's go get some more copper. It's getting dark. Let's turn on our flashlight. Let's get some more copper and iron. Copper and iron, they're gonna be in heavy demand constantly. Copper cables and electronic circuits. Obviously, it's everything to do with electronics, and that's what we care about. We're gonna rip this place of resources with electronics. So what we can do is we can just put you right about there, you right about there, and you right about there. Just, I don't know, kind of like the symmetry of that. And they're still not doing anything because they're not actually, these cables aren't obviously going anywhere because we haven't built any electric mining drills yet. But that is about to change. We already have one, and we can just go ahead and rip these from the earth for these ones. Now these ones are like just running off each other and really not losing much there. So that is not a worry, but I don't want to have to keep putting coal into these guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this an electric system. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. I'll replace you eventually. And here's an electric mining drill. So as you can see, it actually, you know, it takes up a 3 by 3 tile space, but it can mine from a 5 by 5 tile space. So it has area around it which it can retrieve from. and then it has its output as usual right in the center of it. So I'm thinking what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put one right there, and seeing as it can take 5, and then we're going to put one right there, and it doesn't have any power, which is expected, and we're going to build all of these, and maybe there was a bad decision to start trying to build a big system like this without having any iron on me. Have I just done goofed? I think I've done goofed. We shall see. We shall see. The iron right now can just... where does it need to go? It can just skedaddly right off into a chest somewhere. I mean, we don't really need... oh no, obviously the iron can be deposited into furnaces, and then it can be put into a chest. So we'll just put one right there, one right there. We need some inserters, but of course we don't have enough iron. Wow. Let's just resort to this temporary... oh, of course I can just hook these up. What am I talking about? So the cable extends to each power pole. You should get to a certain distance, and it's a solitary, it's a lonely power pole, no cables attached to it, and cable attached. So obviously we want to run the power line to these bad boys. So we can actually put something right in between of these guys and run them both. And if you hold it down, no, you don't. No, you can't do that. You can do it. I just did it wrong, I guess. And there we go. And let's put some coal into this. Oh, won't be a moment. Won't be a moment. And we have the system running. We have the system running. Look at that. Iron plates. And I was gonna start mining them by hand. If this game isn't Factorio. But it is. So I mine things with machines. So it's available before... okay, so the temperature of the water is still 100. So we can build some more of these guys. If it will allow. Yes. And let's just put another one of these guys and another one of these guys. Temperature still 100. Wow, 6 boilers does quite a good job. I'm just going to keep you fueled up for now. Brilliant. Now I've come to the issue of this is a long and very annoying thing to get past. So we are going to build some pipe to ground. Pipes to grounds. Underground pipes is pretty much what it is. Pipe to ground. Pop it down into the ground, then pop it out of the ground, meaning we can walk through it, and it's still a pipe that continues under the earth. Give me some of your stone. I haven't... wow, 135. I like the sound of that. And that means that we can build some inserters. We don't want to build burner inserters, I guess, because they run off coal, and these run off electricity, and we have got a lot of electricity right now. So the iron plates, what to do with them right now? Well, we have no need to do anything with them right now, other than just grab them. Of course, we do have a need, and those veterans of you that are screaming at the screen right now, telling me that I'm...
you're obviously missing something. You need to put the iron plates in this and make that thing, and I would already have a rocket
built by now. Yeah, you wouldn't. I bet you wouldn't have a rocket built right by now. Can I just, like, right here? Can I walk through here, please? Thanks. So that builds 1, so that builds 2. Takes 10 pipes to build one of these guys, but you'll see how it works. Ta-da! Ta-da! So obviously there's pipe space in between there. That would usually just be pipes, but no need, because... am I doing this? Am I really doing this? Why did I do that? Hold on, let me just stop. You stop as well, and you. I really don't need it to be that long, like it can literally just be like that. And we can keep doing it, or we can just do 2, and then a pipe to the ground, and then that one, and then another 2, and we leave it like that for now. And I've extended it so I can... oh, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. There we go. And this is the very fledgling stages of building a monolith of a factory and eventually building a rocket to space. We have a small production line going on. We got some electricity rolling. We're making iron plates like nothing. Like it's beautiful right now. Coal over here still just being self-sufficient. Thank you. It's like another 100 coal. In the next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to set up inserters for all of these guys because I don't want to have to keep putting coal into all of them. And yes, there's probably a shortcut way for me to be depositing coal. But I don't know what it is. So, like, what is it? Like, grab the coal and, like, middle... No? No? Shift click, control click. No, that just takes out the coal. So, I don't know what it is right now. But that's alright. But look at this. Beautiful. We're going to be able to build conveyor belts all around here. There's going to be conveyor belts flying everywhere. We're going to build science. There's a research panel which we're going to touch on. Yeah. Large scale production. You speak my language, game. You speak my language. This is going to be a huge task and we're going to tackle it like nothing. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching the game, for supporting me. Got a bunch of good feedback after the first episode, and so I decided to make this a series. And so, without further ado, I'm going to finish off this episode right about here, and I will indeed see you in episode 2, where we start fiddling with belts. That sounds real.